Hi everyone, welcome back to Jim Vernon Solutions Codecademy Basics. We're in the middle of the Welcome to Codecademy lesson. You can see down at the bottom here we're on part 2 of 7 different screens that we're going to see. Where we left off, we had typed in our name here where it says draw name. That's really the only change we made. And then we saw if we moused over this, that's the bounce bubbles, must be the bounce bubbles script command over here that's doing that. If we take our mouse away, it settles back down, just displays the text in this sort of bubble script. And let's just continue to the next lesson. Let's see if we can get through most of the rest of this in this video. So we've written some code. Now we're going to change variables. Again, you might want to pause and read through the text in the left-hand screen. You can, if you're hopefully following along yourself, you can scroll down, but I'll do that for you. So if you pause, you come back, you can read the rest of it. So the major difference in this screen is that Codecademy is telling us we can abstract a little bit by creating a variable. In this case, the variable is called message, and right now the message variable holds the text change the message, but the instructions tell us to change that. So I'm going to put my own message here. If I just change that and run it, notice that it changed the text. The other thing you'll notice from the instructions here is that it gives us some information on community forums, and we can actually see the answers to some questions. I might show that in a future video. I just want to reflect on one more aspect of the learning here, at least from my perspective, in case it was too subtle. So you'll notice that the code in the middle didn't change much, except that we have this new line that says message equals, and then the draw name function down here, now instead of having text inside it, it has a variable name inside it. That's what I meant by saying we've sort of abstracted a little. So we could have just, as you saw in the previous code, and I'll go back a page to show that, could have just said draw name and put some code in there. If we go back to the previous screen, it loses the connection once more. See, draw name, and then it has text inside it. If I go to the next page, though, in this lesson, we now have a variable called message where we can change the variable. And it might not mean much right now because this programming is pretty basic, but in future programming, variables are going to help us because we can change variables based on certain rules and have the program do different things based on other inputs. So notice that bounce bubbles is going haywire when I move the mouse over it, and I just wanted to add that little lesson in here, and we'll come back and continue on with the series.